Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to these regular meetings that we have, those regular meditations. Today, we are getting together for the full moon in Taurus and the partial lunar eclipse. And I'll be guiding the meditation as usual. As you might have noticed, I have been leaving out all the part that explains the information from the stars over the past few meditations. The reason why I did that is because this is a moment where some of the people who come to the meditations want to share, and I feel it's better to not record and publish those moments so that everyone can express themselves freely, so that we can, have an open discussion during that time. If you want to be present during that part of the meditation, before the meditation, I invite you to connect with me in one of my social media, or I'll leave the details under the video. And so that you can stay aware of when I publish the links to join the live. Before we start the meditation, I'm just going to give you the key information we're going to be working with today, so that at least you know the important concepts that we will be activating during the meditation. So, in summary, we will be working today on shedding the old structures that make up our current reality. But most importantly, we will be working on downloading the new patterns and the new structures to create new realities at a completely different frequential level. As in, we're at a moment where we are jumping frequency levels. It's a completely different level of vibration that we are going into. And the work today is to download the structures that will allow you to create your reality in those new frequencies. In essence, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be connecting to our inner light, which is the light of our consciousness, to see better within. We will be connecting to the zodiac, to the 12 signs of the zodiac. And finally, we will be connecting to unity consciousness, understanding that polarities are tools to create, and the highest point from which we can create our realities and the patterns that shape up our existence, that highest point is unity consciousness. One last thing before we start. We will be using the Platonic solids as the basic and elemental geometries to create those new structures and patterns. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I invite you to Google it very quickly and have a visual of what those Platonic solids are. I'll name them so that you can recognize them. We're going to be working with the tetrahedron, the hexahedron, which is the cube, the octahedron, the dodecahedron, and the icosahedron. I wish you a beautiful meditation and a beautiful eclipse and full moon tonight. And let's start the meditation together. I say to myself, I see. And I continue. Now turning to Capricorn. I receive its attributes, and I say to myself, I use. I realize that I have almost completed the entire revolution of the zodiac. As I turn to Aquarius, And as I receive its attributes, I say to myself, I know. And finally, I turn to Pisces. And as I receive the attributes of the last sign of the zodiac, I say to myself, I believe. I take a moment to observe and feel the light of those 12 constellations. Letting their gifts sink in. I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and I become aware that the attributes and those 12 constellations now live within me. And I recognize that by walking the wheel of the zodiac, I walk the path of creation, from the nothingness to the greatest expansion and back to nothingness, becoming aware that in every moment I have the ability to create with every breath, with every pulse of my heart, in synchrony with the pulse of the cosmos. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Once again, I breathe in, hold my breath, and with the exhale, I release the patterns and structures that no longer serve my evolution. And I set the intention to create the new patterns and structures that will support my path, my growth, my evolution. And I connect to my crown, and I become aware of all my spiritual beliefs. I see them reorganizing themselves into a structure held by fundamental geometries, the Platonic solids. I am wisdom. I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I connect to my third eye. I become aware of all the beliefs that shape the way I think. And I see them moving, organizing themselves into a structure made of fundamental geometries. I am thoughts. And I connect to my throat. And I become aware of the thoughts that constitute my truth. And I see them moving around, reorganizing themselves into a new structure made of fundamental geometries. I am originality. And I connect to my heart. And I become aware of the thoughts that shape up how I am of service to others. And I see them reorganizing themselves based on fundamental geometries, thus creating a new structure. I am freedom. And I connect to my solar plexus. And I become aware of the thoughts that shape up my relation to others. And I see them moving around, getting reorganized into a new structure, supported by fundamental geometries. I am fractal. And I connect to my sacral. And I become aware of the thoughts that shape up my reality and my desire to evolve. And I see them move around, creating a new structure based on elemental geometries. I am transmutation. And I connect to my root. And I become aware of the thoughts that shape up my subconscious and the most uncontrollable aspects of my mind. And I see them move around, reorganizing themselves into a structure supported by elemental geometries. I am depth. And I connect to my knees. And I become aware of the thoughts that shape up my daily actions. And I see them move around, reorganizing themselves into a new structure supported by elemental geometries. I am stability. And I connect to my ankles. And I become aware of the thoughts that shape up the path that I walk every day. And I see them moving around, reorganizing themselves in a structure held by elemental geometries. I am steadiness. And I connect to my toroid. And I become aware of the beliefs regarding the ability of the mind to create. And I see those beliefs moving around, being restructured into a new pattern supported by elemental geometries. I am consciousness. And I recognize that I am consciousness experimenting itself. And as I walk the path of the zodiac, I realized that I walked like a star among the stars, shaping up my path of incarnation. And I become aware that by awakening my celestial light, the wisdom of consciousness within, by connecting to the primordial source of light, I bring together opposites and unite polarities. I am unity consciousness. I am the weaver of structures that shape realities. For I am unity consciousness incarnated. And I activate with voice. I am the creative vibration. I am light shaped into matter. I am. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I come back here and now. Start moving my shoulders, my arms, my head. And I massage, caress my body from head to toe, from toes to head, to anchor that information in my body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you very much for being here. And I will see you at the next meditation for the next new moon. Bye-bye.